Parte 3. Narrada solo en inglés.
Part 3. Narrated in English only. The true story of the three little pigs. Once upon a time, there was an old sow, with three little pigs. She loved them very much, but there was not enough food to feed them. So the little pigs had to go seek their fortune. The first little pig met a farmer who was carrying a bundle of straw, and said to him, "Please, sir, can you give me that straw to build me a house?" Which the man did, and the little pig built a house with it. The house had walls made of straw, a floor made of straw, and inside, a comfortable bed, made of straw. After building the house, the little pig decided to take a nap. Suddenly, the big bad wolf arrived, and smelled the little pig, inside the house. And his mouth started to water. So the wolf knocked at the door of the house made of straw, and said, little pig, let me come in." To which the little pig answered, "No. Not for all the gold in the world."
"Then, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in,"
said the wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house in, and ate up the first little pig. The second little pig met a man who was carrying a bundle of wood, and said, "Excuse me, could you give me that wood to build a house?" Which the man did, and the little pig built his house. The house had walls made of wood, a floor made of wood, and inside, a strong table, made of wood. After building the house, the little pig started decorating his table made of wood, with flowers. Suddenly, the big bad wolf arrived, and smelled the pig, inside the house. And his stomach started to rumble. So the wolf knocked at the door of the house made of wood, and said,
little pig, let me come in."
But the little pig saw the wolf's long nose through the keyhole. The little pig replied, "No. Not for all the gold in the world." The wolf showed his teeth, and said,
"Then, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in."
So he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house down, and ate up the second little pig. The third little pig met a man who was carrying a load of bricks, and said, "Good morning, sir. Could you give me some of those bricks to build a house?" So, the man gave him the bricks, and the little pig built his house with them. The house had walls made of brick, a floor made of brick, and inside, a large fireplace, made of brick. Suddenly, the big bad wolf came, as he did to the other little pigs, and said,
Little pig, open the door.
But the little pig saw the wolf's big ears through the keyhole. The little pig replied, No. Not for all the gold in the world. The wolf showed his teeth, and said,
Then, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
Well, he huffed, and he puffed, but he could not get the house down. When he found that he could not, with his huffing and puffing, blow the house down, he said,
Little pig, I know where there is a nice field of turnips.
Where? Said the little pig.
On Mr. Smith's farm. And, if you will be ready tomorrow morning, I will call for you. And we will go together, and get some for dinner.
Very well, said the little pig. I will be ready. What time do you mean to go?
At 6 o'clock.
Well, the little pig got up at 5. And got the turnips, and was home again, before 6. When the wolf came, he said,
Little pig, are you ready?
Ready, said the little pig. I have been, and come back again, and got a pot full, for dinner. The wolf got very angry, but said,
Little pig, I know where there is a nice apple tree.
Where? Asked the little pig.
Down, at Mary Garden,
replied the wolf.
And, if you will not deceive me, I will come for you, at 5 o'clock tomorrow. And we will go together, and get some apples.
Well, the little pig got up, at 4 a.m., the next day, and hurried, to gather the apples, before the wolf came. But the apple tree was far away, and had to climb the tree. So that just as he was coming down from it, he saw the wolf coming. When the wolf came up, he said,
Little pig, what? Are you here before me? Are they nice apples?
Yes, answered the little pig. I will throw you down one. And he threw it so far, that while the wolf was gone to pick it up, the little pig jumped down, and ran home. The next day, the wolf came again, and said to the little pig,
Little pig, there is a fair in the town this afternoon. Will you go?
Of course, I'll be there, answered the little pig. What time will you be ready?
At 3,
said the wolf. The little pig went off before the time, as usual, and got the fare, and bought a butter churn. He was already on his way home, when he saw the wolf coming. He didn't know what to do, and he got into the butter churn, to hide. but in doing so, turned it round, and it began to roll. And rolled down the hill, with the pig inside it. This frightened the wolf so much, that he ran home, without going to the fair. He went to the little pig's house, and told him, how frightened he had been, by a great, round thing, which came down the hill past him. Then the little pig said, "Ha! I frightened you, did I? I had been to the fair, and bought a butter churn. And when I saw you, I got into it, and rolled down the hill." Then, the wolf got very angry, and declared, he would eat up the little pig, and, that he would get down the chimney, after him. When the little pig saw, what he was about, he put, a large pot full of water, on the fireplace, and lit the fire. And just as the wolf was coming down, took off the cover of the pot, and in fell the wolf. And, the little pig put on the cover again, in an instant, boiled him up. The little pig ate him for dinner, and lived happy, ever after.
También, puedes aprender otros idiomas con nuestros canales de YouTube.
You can also learn other languages with our YouTube channels.
No dejes de aprender inglés.
Don't give up learning English.
El inglés puede abrirte nuevas oportunidades.
English can open up new opportunities for you.
Gracias por ver, y que tengas un buen día.
Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.